Hi everyone, it's Mary Jo. Welcome back to my channel. It's that time of the month again for our new moon reading, and this is the new moon in Cancer already on June 23rd, 2017. And in the Northern Hemisphere, it is going to already start summer on July 21st, and that is the beginning of Cancer. Cancer brings in the new season. That's why it's a cardinal sign, and it is a feminine sign. It's ruled by the moon. So by the time you hear this video, it will be the summer solstice, and we will have the new moon in Cancer a couple of days later. Now, Cancer rules the fourth house, and that is about the mother, the home, your roots, your ancestors, and your end of years also. So it is ruled by the moon, so it's about emotions. Now, I pulled the cards from my oracle cards, for the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle and for Nature's Whispers. And then I pulled the sun and the moon and the world, meaning the earth, because right now the sun and the moon are on the same page. They face each other, and the earth is on the other side. So you have that conscious and subconscious mind going at it, your ego and your id, okay? So this is like your deepest, darkest emotions. And I tell you, during the new moon, you want to face and embrace the things about yourself that you feel are your shadow side or your dark side, okay? They're all part of you. And if you resent or hate those things about yourself, you're battling yourself. And when you have that emotions battling with, like the ego, the emotions usually win. That's why during the new moon, the emotions rise up. They come up to, from the depths, you know what I mean? And it's a time to be very introspective. Don't cut your hair on the new moon because it is a critical time of the month, and don't do anything to your body, tattoos, piercing, anything like that on a new moon. Okay, you want to give your body rest at least a day or two before and after. I know it's not easy in our life to do that, but try and give yourself some downtime. And since Cancer is a water sign, so maybe you could be by the water when you set your intentions, or a pool, or have one of those desk water fountains, or some pretty music playing. Whatever would be symbolic of water to you, or emotions, okay? When you set your intentions, because this is when we plant the seeds of what we want to grow in our life. And over the next 30 days, you really want to work on that. And the next 2 weeks really intensify your desire for it. So hopefully it'll culminate before or by the next new moon in Cancer. And remember, this last cycle that just passed, from last year to now, what has accomplished? What have you brought into your life from the last time we had the new moon in Cancer? So let's say we're starting off with here, what is it that you're wanting? And the first card is Adventure, number 30. Okay, so a lot of us want to change in our lives. Maybe we feel it's ho-hum, boring, mundane. And even if it isn't ho-hum, boring, and mundane, it might be overtasked, hurried, and you don't get to enjoy life. With this card, and you have the 3 and a 0. Now, when you add a 0 to a number, it makes it exponentially greater. So the 3 is out of creativity. So at this time, you want to create something new in your life. We're longing for something new. And being that it is the fourth house in Cancer, that could be home and family, or your root system, your structure, mother, whoever nurtured, protected, or cared for you. But it depends on where it falls in your chart and what house it is. So if you know where in your chart Cancer falls, look at that. And whatever that house represents, just think of it, the energy of Cancer and where you want to feel nurtured, loved, protected, your roots, your ancestors, etc. That would be in that context of that house. But here it looks like our beautiful mermaid is sitting in a gorgeous conch shell that has water in it, like she's got her own realm here, above the other realm. And maybe she's a little bored in her shell there, and she's looking to another world. Again, this looks so much like Hawaii to me, and it's very watery here. I see this, so that we definitely have the emotions there, and we definitely feel like our desires that we want are tied into something emotionally that we're longing for change. We need adventure, and whatever adventure could be in your life. For some of us, an adventure is just getting out of the neighborhood and going to a beach, or into the mountains, or out by a lake, going on jet skis, or getting on a bike if you ride motorcycles, and taking a run. Like I said, getting a tattoo or something, but do that after the new moon. But whatever your idea of an adventure is, just saying we're going somewhere, and don't even make plans, jumping in the car, packing a bag and going, just to break up the monotony in your life, whether it's boring and dull or it's highly energetic and maybe even over stimulating for you, that you want some adventure. But let's see what creativity we can put into that now. That's number 30, and what the book says for number 30 on adventure. Okay, so saying it's an excellent time to take a short jaunt anywhere that inspires you. If you enjoy horseback riding or riding a bike, create. See, there's the key number 3. Create the opportunity to do this. Just go outdoors and travel. It will help you break out of the routine. It may also expose you to different outlook, different people, okay? New opportunities you could meet. You never know, You could go to a different store to shop instead of the one that's right by your house, and drive to one an hour away and have a whole different experience and meet different people, okay? You are really going to feel so much better after taking a break. There is no feeling quite like having the wind blow through your hair and the sun on your back. And for this part of the world in the northern hemisphere, it does make sense. Many people who live in the northern parts of the States, Canada, the colder regions, they look forward to, from Memorial Day up until Labor Day, for that sunshine, just to get out there and get a glimpse of sunshine. And even in Europe, I'm sure they optimize the time that they love the warmth of the sun. And that in itself is an adventure. People look to go to the beach. They go on picnics, they go on rallies, they get together with their families and they do reunions, or maybe they take holidays together. This is what it is right now. So we know that you want to change. You want to break out of your shell, okay? And you want to jump into a new life, another world, okay? And there is all this green fertility here, and it does feel like it is nurtured. The earth is nurtured here, and it's growing, it's lush. And we do have the star there. Kind of feels like a North Star to me, like wishing on your star. So this is a great time in planting the seeds. Put that energy of that ego energy. What is it that I desire? How am I going to break out of my shell of whatever this is going on in my life and create a new life for me, or create a new adventure for me, whatever that adventure would be. Now, emotionally here, what's blocking you? Number 7. Amplify your positive emotions. Now, 7 is that lightning strike. It is a mystical number, and Cancer is the first of the mystic houses, so that's appropriate. And it also looks like you're taking a stand, like taking control of a situation. So amplifying your positive emotions, we see the little fairy. She's not flying, her wings are down. She's in a calm, cool pool, and she's looking down in the water. So right now, maybe it's saying, it's time to you to take a pause and be like the water in this cool pond, still, calm, and reflective. Okay, it looks like she can see her reflection, but it's time to be reflective, be pensive. Go within, go deep within. Think about the things in your life that you want to change. What is it that you truly desire? Where are you not feeling loved and nurtured, protected? Where are you not feeling a root, an established home wherever you go? Because like I say, Cancer, the crab, carries its home on its back. And wherever it goes when it's not safe, it retreats back into its shell, its safe place, its home. So for you, it's time to take control of that and amplifying your positive emotions. If you've been in a dark phase or depressed or anxious ridden, whatever angst is going on in your life, or even if things are going well for you in your life, always take a time to pause and think about being mindful of what you're thinking, because they have a ripple effect, as you see. Like the water here, when you cast a pebble to it or wade in the water, it sends out vibrations. And that is very much like what your energy is when you think of things. If you have negative, dark thoughts about yourself or others, you are sending those vibrations out to the universe. They are also hitting people around you, anything around you. And the universe is saying, okay, I'm going to reverberate that back to you. It's very important to take control of your emotions at this time, especially during the new moon, because we want to take these emotions and shift the energy into something that will amplify positive results instead of negative results. Even when I say you reflect on the darkness of the things you don't like about yourself, looking at them with love. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I love every part of me. You know, accepting yourself as a whole and working on balancing the things that you feel are not the best qualities in yourself, and raise that vibration of who you are and the way you think and feel, and send that out. Then the universe will reverberate that back to you. So remember, like I say, if you knew every thought that you had, good or bad, would come true, how would that affect the way that you're thinking? You'd only think good thoughts, right? And it's got to start with you. You must love and nurture yourself. Protect yourself, okay? And loving thoughts are going to help you with that. And the book says, let's see, there's a ripple effect of energy flowing from you. Be positive. Simply staying happy and sending that happiness out from your heart will benefit those around you. As you adjust your motives and attitudes, this energy flows from you in concentric circles, affecting all of your decisions and beliefs. There is a chance to bring good fortune and influence to all the events in your life. As circles also represent cycles, know that you are continually going in and out of cycles, growing and changing. With every ending comes a new beginning. Trust that the positive energy you radiate will attract what you wish for. And that's why I always say to you, putting out positive vibrations. I know you can't do it 24/7, and that's okay. That's that part of you, that's that dark shadow side. Embrace that. But then you shift and redirect. Like I say, you get back on the wagon and you refocus so that you can send out these positive wavelengths around you and have them reverberate back to you. Okay, and then we have number 19, the Prince of Heaven number. Shift your energy. What a beautiful card. What a beautiful. So 1, we know you're going to begin something, and 9 is an ending. So beginnings and endings. Okay, this is the time we plant the seeds of what we want to harvest in our life. The 1 and 9 is a 10. The 10 is 1 and 0 exponentially greater. So this is a time to really put the initiative here. Get things going with planting the seeds. And this is what Spirit's advice for you is. Now again, we have a similar situation here where we have someone in their shell looking at something else, this adventure that they want to dive right in. And here, again, they're above the earthly plane, both of these beings. And that's like us. We are part of the spiritual world and part of the physical world. In form, in this vessel, it is the most dynamic adventure we can have. Because once in spirit, we are safe, we are home. But to dive in and come into this realm, especially at this time that we're living, is very courageous. Courageous is the soul to be here at this time. Okay, so we can shift our energy to make the best of it for us. If we could create an entire world, some people say, yeah, right, Mary Jo. It doesn't take all of us, but even if part of the world or a majority of the world or some of the world focused on it, like people in other countries, they join hands and they've thousands of people make a massive circle and around cities in Jerusalem and the mosque and sing out songs of love. That vibration reverberates back to all of us, that loving energy. I know it might sound corny to you, but then just start with yourself and your family and your own intimate relationships with the people you know and love and work with. Because here it's like she's shifting her energy. Again, she's above the earthly plane, but this is grounded energy. There's really not water here. Let me see. This is all grounded energy. Okay, stabilized energy. So that's good. So we're going from this watery, emotionally realm, and you know how deep emotions can be. And usually in the new moon, your emotions win. This is about shifting your energy to grounding that emotion. So whatever it is that you can pull from the unseen as above to below with your emotions, okay, and creating a whole new world. See, like she's breathing life. And she's got the beautiful chakra colors coming from her fingertips, creating this beautiful world that is solid and balanced and vibrant and vital. Look at the life that's coming from there. And look what's spewing from her head, from her mind. Look at all this beautiful flora that's coming from her. She's taking her energy of beauty and love, gorgeous energy, processing it and breathing it out into existence. And that's what it begins with, shifting your energy. Let's see what the book says. That's a beautiful card. Okay, clear your energies and the energies of those around you. Okay, and your environment. You could do a nice smudge. Light some lavender incense. Spirit loves that. Or even get some white sage if you don't like white sage, I understand, or and smudge it, or some dragon's blood resin. Whatever pretty scents you want. And offer it to Spirit, to God, and say thank you to the energies around you. The winds of change are blowing into your awareness. And in order to prepare for what is ahead, begin a process of renewal. Very appropriate for the new moon, right? We start a new cycle. This process might include clearing away the old that is no longer of any purpose in your life. Like spring cleaning, if you didn't do it now for summer cleaning, including you, your physical body. Cleanse and purge the energies from the stagnant times that have passed in the autumn, or winter or spring if you didn't do it. And clear that out. Let's see, it also might mean changing old habits and patterns that are ready to release. An example might be actively avoiding overly sugary foods. Oh, that's good. Or if you're trying to eliminate excessive sugar from your diet. View this as a time of shedding that can be achieved with ease and grace. So that's just an example. Whatever it is you're trying to undo or get rid of. If it's fear, if it's boring, mundane, or too much stress. See, whatever it is that you want to change, now is the time to do it. Okay, and shifting your energy is how it's going to start. You can create your life, and it takes dedication. I'm not going to tell you, only the best magi, they manifest instantly. And that would be where Merlin comes in here. Number 33 is the master number. And we know Merlin has the wisdom of the ages, that magical being that is between heaven and earth. He was both fae and human. And the wisdom that he had and the power that he had of the elements and his surroundings. And it started all here with his thoughts, and he willed it so. And that's what we want to do here. We've gotten this card a few times now. It is time for us to master our minds. Okay, especially right now when we have Mercury in its domicile in Gemini. You really want to get that earthly mind in balance, in stability. Get your emotions and your mental realm aligned, because this is the fuel on the fire. The thought is there, the creative process, but your emotions are the driving force between manifesting. And when you're tied into deep emotions that are negative, you are creating more misery around you, more things breaking around you. You stub your toe, you hit your head, you wreck your car, you have a fight with a loved one. These are the energies that we're surrounding with right now because of the tension that's in the world and things that are going on in the planets too. Okay, we have a couple of planets stationing right now. One stationing direct, one is going retrograde. So their energies are intensified, and one is Neptune. So that's dissolution, okay? This is fantasies and lies, hidden enemies, but it's karma too. But it's being with compassion on the high vibration. So we know that there's a lot of energy changing right now. And we're feeling it highly intense, especially we have the summer solstice, beginning of the summer here and the winter in the southern hemisphere. That energy is intense enough. And then we have the intensity of this new moon in Cancer, plus these retrograde and forward-moving planets, these energy shifts. And like I said, when a planet stations or it slows down to change direction, the energy really intensifies. So you have to look at where those planets are also in your chart and how they're affecting you for you to be able to get a hold on the situation. I'm not saying it's going to be great. We all have things that we have in our charts that are squares or oppositions, and we also have trines and we have sextiles, things that go with an ease of flow and things that are a bit of a challenge. But knowing that they're coming and you're prepared for them, at least it'll give your mind some help, guidance, and peace. Okay, so remember to set your intentions, and this month in Cancer, we're going to do this on, let's say, Friday, June 23rd. Okay, at 10:31 p.m. Eastern Time to 2:44 p.m. Holy shnikes. 10:31 p.m. to 2:44 p.m. on Friday, June 23rd to Sunday, June 25th. Okay, And then you could do it again after 2:44 because there's a void of course. When the moon is void of course, you don't want to start anything new. 6:06 p.m. to 10:31 p.m., July 25th. So let me do it again. Friday, June 23rd, 10:31 p.m. to Sunday, June 25th, 2:44 p.m. I got it right, finally. And then again at 6:06 p.m. on Sunday the 25th to 10:31 p.m. On Sunday the 25th. So you have a couple of times if you missed it. And you know, maybe like I said, you could write it down, be by the water, tear it up, cast it into the water, whatever you do symbolically that you feel that you are connecting emotionally with the moon and your desires in your heart. So I wish you a happy summer solstice, happy solar return again to Cancer, happy birthday Cancer, and enjoy your beautiful new moon. As always, I wish you the best.